Why do we get up every day just to suffer? Like the flickering light of a dying display case, I feel my life slowly fading away. To what end? For what purpose? What is the reason that we struggle against the dying light? I do not know, despite all my wisdom. Life must go on. Life must go on. For whatever reason, life must go
How's it going, guys? It's Josh from Burgundy Games, and welcome back to the Case Showcase, where I'm going to load up this case with a bunch of awesome Magic and Pokemon cards. Let's see what we got to work with this week. Alright, guys, so this week we got a little bit of Magic and a whole lot of Pokemon. So, let's start off Magic with one of my favorite lands ever printed, Wasteland. So Wasteland is a competitive staple in multiple formats because it turns out that denying your opponent lands is a good way to cheat out victories. Moving on to Pokemon for this week, we're going to be doing everyone's favorite fire starter from Generation 1, none other than Charizard, with this Lance's Charizard. But then we also have the unlimited print of Dark Charizard. Then, of course, we also have to throw some love to everyone's favorite electric mouse, none other than Pikachu, with this beautiful Pikachu and Zekrom tag team. And speaking of tag teams, we also got in this awesome Raichu and Alolan Raichu, also tag team. I hope you've been studying Japanese because we have this absolutely gorgeous Japanese language Chocobo track foil Snapcaster Mage. Y'all don't need to be able to read the text. You know what this card does. I hope you guys like legendary Pokemon because we have a whole stack of them right here, including one of the legendary birds, Articuno, one of the legendary dogs. Then we have one of the legendary dogs, Raikou V. Believe it or not, I actually caught this guy with a regular Pokeball back when I was a kid. Speaking of dogs, we have everyone's favorite Dark Soul boss, Zacian V. And then for the last of our legendaries today, we have this awesome Volcanion. So, trivia question for you. Volcanion here shares something in common with the Zubat line. And if you can say what it is in the comments down below, high five. Alright guys, so we have 3 Pokemon to go and 1 awesome Magic card that's going to blow you away. But before we get to that, if you enjoy these videos, please like, comment down below, and subscribe to the Burgundy Game YouTube channel. To all my loyal followers who tune in every week, I appreciate you. Alright, now then, let's get to our last 3 Pokemon cards with Lily's Determination. Then we have this awesome Rapid Strike Empoleon V. Alright guys, so we started with the most iconic fire starter, and we're going to end with the most iconic water starter with none other than Big Man Blastoise himself.
Big Man Blastoise.
And with that, we're down to the final card of today's episode. And are you ready to spin the Wheel of Fortune? Alright, I can't wait to see you Commander players fight over who gets to pick this up. Alrighty guys, so that's going to about do it for this week. If you saw anything that caught your interest, please come visit us here in Greenville, Texas at Burgundy Games, or you can shop for singles on our TCGPlayer Prosite. Links in the description down below, and until next time, peace.
Upon the completion of my first gathering ritual, a powerful spell that keeps darkness at bay, I retreated to my chamber, in no mood to carry out the merriment of my peers. I had far too much on my mind, and in solace, I thought I could think more clearly.
We're not being tempted by the call from beyond the veil now, are we?
Oh, Grand Avatar, forgive me. I didn't hear you coming.
Fret not, young wizard, for it is I who is concerned. For why would an avatar of magic, after completing the gathering ritual, retreat into isolation and not partake in a wonderful feast with his peers?
I just feel odd, tiny, insignificant in the face of such powerful wizards. Don't get me wrong, I understand that you and the rest of the council handpicked me to replace my master after he went mad, but I just can't help but feel like I'm not ready.
It is a great burden we have placed upon your shoulders, but it's one that I trust you to bear.
But what if I fail? What if, like the last gatekeeper, I gaze too long beyond the veil and nearly doom us all to those creatures that lay beyond?
Do you forget to whom you are speaking? I am old enough to remember when magic was still raw and uncontrollable. I was amongst the avatars who first drove the demons back into the depths of the veil and built the very gate in which you now watch. I was elected the first gatekeeper, and I know all too well the responsibility that you now bear. But do you know how I managed my duty? The gathering. It's not just a ritual or a formality. It is the symbol of the bond we share as wizards. It is a warning signal to all dark creatures that we are not alone. For it is not just our magical spells, our tomes, or ancient artifacts that make us powerful. It is our unity of purpose, our kindred spirit, and our unbreakable bond. Now come, join me. Let us return to the others and revel in fellowship.